Yo, what's going on, everyone? It has finally been announced. Lucid Motors, CCIV, they have officially announced that they merged together, and I'm on the official Twitter. We can see today we entered in agreement to merge with CCIV. So, if this is your first time on Lucid Motors, CCIV, have no idea what they are. Pretty much, Lucid Motors is an EV car company. Think of Tesla, except their ideal business is targeting the luxury owners. So their cars are priced starting at 70K upwards of 160K plus. I've made plenty of videos discussing it in detail, but this is something that is going to be really interesting to see how this plays out, because the speculation of what was going to happen, is this merger actually going down, or was this just rumors? And if it didn't go down, which I stated, the price would have took a huge dip. But the thing is, it actually took a dip regardless, because here I'll just go. And right now, obviously, it's after hours, but I mean, look at this. So I'll just bring up a little measuring tool. We can check it out. And we had pricing today. Let's see here. We have like 62. Let's just put it right here. And let's just go down pretty much around this area. So I'll bring it over here. You can see it better. Percentage, minus almost 30% drop. And that took a big hit. So I was predicting this was going to happen, right? So it was two different things. Tomorrow, when the market opens, it could be a completely different reaction. So who knows what's going to happen. But it seems like, obviously, after market, the volume is not as high. And like the pricing, it's not necessarily the most accurate measure, right? Because if there's less volume, you can only base it off of who's currently trading with each other. But tomorrow is definitely going to determine and set the pace to see what happens on how people react. But pretty much, the famous saying you probably heard other people mention is buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, it looks like people sold the news, right? So obviously, if people got in and they got in early, like sub basically 10 plus, or even 20, even 30, they've already essentially 2x what they have in such a short time span. So I'm guessing those people might have taken profits. Obviously, if you got higher or you're trading this like the short term, then you probably taken profits too. But for some people, they might think they've seen people mention could it reach $100. And again, long term, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But again, obviously, this is not financial advice, guys. Make sure you do your own research before making any investments. But it seems like it did take a dip. So I would do is, if I were you and you're confused whether or not it's a good time to get in, I would definitely evaluate the company. Because just note that you can read here more articles on the actual confirmation. But if I were to just go back to the main site, they technically haven't started selling the cars yet. I believe it's going to be early this year of 2021. And that's just something to keep in mind, right? Because Tesla, any Neo, Xpeng, other EV companies have already been selling thousands of cars. They have massive factories built. They can keep up with demand. So Lucid definitely has to match up with that pace. They do have the factory that can produce 34K units, they stated. And I'm sure they're going to build more as time goes. But what we want to do actually is let's just take a look at the actual report. That way we can just see more of the little details. And obviously, if you've been following them for a while, you probably already know this. But here are just some quick highlights. The combined equity value is basically, let's just round this to 12 bill. And pretty much it says 11.75. But they have a few thousand employees. So, I mean, they're growing. That's a decent amount right there. And then you can see additional transactions. So 2.1 bill cash. And then an additional 2.5 bill, fully committed pipe with an investor lockup provision that basically binds holders well beyond closing. And you can pretty much see that they've raised quite a lot of money. So I'm definitely interested to see how they utilize that to expand the business and produce more cars. And I mean, once we start to see, because I'm in the States, so obviously it was like seeing Tesla for the first time. It's kind of like eye catching. You're like, whoa, what is that car? So once that gets to that point, then I would be more confident, bullish on Lucid. Until then, we'll have to see what EV car maker dominates. Tesla obviously is coming out with cheaper versions. At least rumors are stating that. So Lucid is targeting the more luxury price range. So unless you're either balling out or you just don't really care about the price and you just want a nice or different brand from Tesla or even the other companies that are planning on making EV cars, then Lucid is definitely that option there. But in terms of the overall difference, I would say the biggest thing is just the straight up design and then the range. So if they can end up increasing the range and destroying the other EV companies out there, then that'd be a huge factor in whether or not you decide between like a Lucid and then a cheaper EV company, right? So here you can see the design. This is like inside the factories. This is a nice little this kind of looks like a restaurant on the outside or like some sort of like nightclub bar. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure there's probably, clubs or bars named Lucid. But then you can see the inside looks all nice and fancy. So that's pretty cool. And then here is another version of the car. So it looks nice. It looks clean. The thing is, we'll have to wait and see because obviously the valuation at the price it was at was highly, at least in my opinion, overvalued because obviously you need to be selling cars in order to generate income. So obviously they have pre-orders and people can reserve it. But until I actually see them selling a lot of cars and I see there's more confidence and more people are adopting Lucid versus another EV company, like what happens if Ford just goes crazy and makes the next trendy car and then Lucid becomes a thing of the past? That's not gonna be good, right? So interesting to see. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think. Is it a good time to get in? Do you think it's over? It's gonna correct back down? And what price prediction do you have for Lucid in the future? And would you choose between Lucid or another EV company? Let me know which company you would pick if you were able to get a car for free. Which one would you rather have? And aside from that, if you did make it this far in the video and you want to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, then all you need to do is go to the description of this video, click on that link, and sign up through Webull. And as long as you deposit $100 minimum or more, you'll be able to receive 2 free stocks valued up to potentially $1,850. So use my link. I'll also receive 2 free stocks as well, and that benefits both of us. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more updates on the market. Give this video a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and then comment down below any other companies you're watching, and I'll see you in the next one.